Hey everyone, welcome back into FS25. This is episode 7 on Zelonka. As you know, last episode we finished harvesting our spinach, and that was not fun. It paid decently, but not as much as I had really hoped it would. So we're going to switch this field over to grass for the rest of this year, and we should be able to get a couple cuttings out of it, and we're going to turn it into silage. So that being said, we have nothing for maintaining or growing grass or cutting grass, so we need to change up a lot of our equipment. And that being said, we're going to start off with selling off the plow. I'm going to go ahead and get this trailer parked for now. And then I'll hook up to the plow. We'll take it over, get it sold. We're not going to be plowing anything anytime soon. So we'll just get this kind of parked over here out of the way for now. And we'll take this plow over to the shop to get it sold off. Okay, we're over here at the shop. Let's go ahead and we'll do any repairs it needs. It's only $54, and we'll go ahead and repaint it. And then we'll go ahead and sell it 38 grand. That's pretty good. So we just will repair this while we're here. I wonder how much the Challenger's actually worth. 20,000 right now. I'm gonna go ahead and repaint the Challenger, and I'm going to sell the Challenger as well. All right, we got 33,000 for that. So we now no longer have any transportation. And to save some time, I'm going to go ahead and lease a seeder that can do direct drill. That way we don't have to cultivate. So we'll come over here, come into seeders, and the T-Force is the biggest one we have that will direct drill. And it requires a much bigger tractor than we had. It's only a 9 meter wide, but it will direct drill. So that's what we're going to go with. Get rid of the license plate, and we will give this a lease. So to lease it, it's 15,000. It's not too bad. And we need a tractor with at least 415 horsepower, so that's going to require a large tractor. And let's see, just a Fendt. That's right at the limit. So I think I want to go something a little bigger. The Fendt 1000. Yep, we're going to go with the 1042 Fendt Vario. That has 435 horsepower, so that's enough to pull that seeder. It's going to be probably a little big for pulling most anything else doing with grass, but that's okay for now. So we're going to stick with just standard wheels, no design line, and no license plate. No plate. There we go. And we're going to go ahead and we're just going to lease this tractor. So we now have a tractor and a seeder, so we'll get this hooked up and we will get seeding done in the field. Now this seeder does hold seed and dry fertilizer. So we can put both of those down one pass, and then we'll just have one pass of liquid fertilizer to put down. So I got a little bit of dry fertilizer here. We'll see how fast that goes. We might have to get some more. But I do have seed over here in my shed, and that is what we will use to get the grass planted. Blanked, sorry. So we'll grab this pallet of seed here. That didn't have hardly anything in it. And we'll grab this one here. Jump back in the tractor. All right, we've got a little over 1,000 liters of seed and just short of 1,000 liters of fertilizer. I'm not sure how far this is actually going to get us, but if we have to come back, buy some more, reload, not a big deal. So we'll make sure that we are on grass. There we go. and I will go ahead and start getting this field all planted. All right, we'll fold it out. We'll get it fired up, drop it down, and we'll get this field going. So this is going to save a little bit of time not having to go through the field twice with the cultivator first, even though it is only 9 meters. But a one pass is better than two or three passes. And like I said, we're going to get the fertilizer and the seed put down all at one time. So I will catch up with you guys when this field is done planting. All right, well, I went ahead and hired up a worker because I took a look here at the contracts, and we've got a couple that are going to pay out pretty good. So we have a baling contract here for $4,200, and it's only $400 to lease the equipment. So we're going to go ahead and borrow the equipment for that one. But there's also the spraying contract or fertilizing, and I'm going to go ahead and accept that contract, and we will spray the liquid fertilizer on that one. And we've got, oof, yeah, never. We got a spinach contract. Absolutely not. But we do have another fertilizing contract down on field 50 that's paying out 3,400, and we can go ahead and accept that contract as well. So we are going to need a tractor. Well, first let's go ahead and get this baling contract out of the way. Then we'll worry about buying a tractor and doing those fertilizing contracts. So we will go ahead and get this baler hooked up and figure out where field 51 is. Oh, okay, that's just down the road. Nice and easy to get to. I like that. So we'll come down here and we will hammer out this baling contract quick. So we'll see if I can get the auto steer here. Let's see, set it 10 meters wide. Why is it not pulling up? No field detected for preview. Awesome. Okay, we're not going to use steering assist on this one. So we will go ahead and get the baler fired up. And we will hammer this field out here in a hurry. Well, we're finishing up our last little pass here for this baling contract. We'll get this done, get this equipment returned, and then we need to figure out what tractor baler combination we want, along with what tractor I want to use for my sprayer. And that is the contract completed. So we'll go ahead and take this back up to the shop, get this equipment returned, and then figure out what we want to use. So I probably should have kept that Challenger, but with it not having the front 3-point option and not being able to carry that saddle tank for the sprayer, it was just getting to the point where it was kind of hard to use it, and I can't use it for the mowing either, because, or at least not for the mowing setup that I think I'm going to want to go with. So yeah, I need to collect that contract. There we go. So now we have fertilizing on a couple of different fields. So let's go over to the shop here and figure out what tractor I want to use. So we need something with a 3-point up front. And I think we have a winner. Let's see, that is 300 horse. Let's take a look at the balers quick. Make sure I get a tractor that has enough horsepower. I'm going to go with the square baler because the round balers, there's still not a way to eject those bales. And at least the square balers, you can eject the bales out of the back. Unfortunately, there's no square baler with a wrapper on it, which is definitely disappointing. All right, that one only requires 195 horse. So we will get rid of the license plate, and it only offers standard twine. But we're going to go with the K brand here. It's $165,000, so we will go ahead and purchase said baler. And we also need to get a tractor. And yeah, there's nothing in the used section. I was pretty sure I had already looked at that, but wanted to double check and make sure. All right, well, went ahead and bought a Fendt tractor, Fendt 724, and we now have a baler. So we still need to buy mowers. We need all kinds of stuff yet. So this is going to be this is going to be a stretch. This is going to be tough. But we'll go ahead. I'm going to get this baler parked over here. At least we have it. Should be able to do some more baling contracts this year. Help make some extra cash. And the big thing is just surviving. Get through the winter. We're back almost back to square one at this point. But I've got these two fertilizing contracts. We'll do the smaller one first, and I should hopefully make enough off of that to purchase a saddle tank for the front of this sprayer. At least that's my hope. So, oh no, I think that saddle tank is 5,000. So we will go down to field 50 here and get that taken care of first. Okay, we're down here on field 50. We'll go ahead and get this folded out and get lined up. And this is only going to take us a couple of passes. Nice, quick, easy money here. All right, we're finishing up this last little pass here on this fertilizing contract. We'll get this done and head back to the home place, refill, and head over to the next fertilizing contract. We'll also see if there's any more contracts that we can go ahead and get picked up this month yet. And I think we're going to be hammering out as many contracts as we can this year. So that is complete. So we'll go ahead and collect that one. And our next one is field 54. So, like I said, we'll head back up to the home place and get reloaded here. All right, we're over here on field 54. My guess is this is going to take multiple passes or multiple fill ups. I don't think I'll carry enough in this sprayer to get this whole field fertilized. But this is going to be a nice big payout. It's over $11,000. And when we get this done, I'll check and see what other contracts we can get filled out here. All right, we're starting our second fill up of fertilizer for this field, and we got just over 50%. So, yeah, this field's going to take about 2 full loads to get this contract knocked out. But with it paying a little over $11,000, it is well worth it. All right, we are finishing up this last pass here on this fertilizing contract. And when we get it done, we'll head back to the home place. We're going to look for some more contracts, but first, my worker ran out of seed and fertilizer, so we need to get him refilled, and then we can get him going again in my grass field, getting that grass planted in my field, and then we'll start hammering out some more contracts. I do believe there's a couple baling contracts. I'll see if there's any more spraying contracts, and there's still that hoeing contract. I, it's a lot of money. I think I'm going to go ahead and borrow the equipment, and hopefully that one pays out. Doing the rock picking in that field didn't work, so I'm hoping it's just the rock picking thing and not the field itself. But we're going to go ahead and find out. And this contract is finished. So we'll go ahead and come down here into the active contracts. We will collect that one. And we have, yeah, a few different baling contracts here. We only have one that's a square bale. Okay, yeah, I don't. We have a square baler, so we will go ahead and accept this square bale contract. So that's our next contract. We do have one more fertilizing contract. That looks like a pass and a half, maybe. So we will go ahead and accept that contract as well. And both of our harvesting contracts are spinach. So no thank you. And this hoeing contract, we will go ahead and borrow that equipment. So we will run home, get this reloaded with fertilizer, get my tractor or the planter and stuff in my field refilled and get it going again and see how things turn out here. Go ahead and shut that off. Turn this one on. We'll get it folded up and get it reloaded. And it looks like I'm going to have few skips here. I'm not honestly surprised. So we'll have a few spots we need to go through and get taken care of here. All right. I've got a mess, don't I? So we'll put that there. Get that drug out here. And I'll have to buy a pallet of fertilizer because I don't have any more dry fertilizer. So go down here. Consumables. One pallet. That should be enough to finish that field. All right, we'll get this going and we'll start hammering out some more contracts here. And I'm really hoping this is going to work out. We are really, really cutting it close here for. Oh, dear Lord. Apparently, there's a collision there. Okay. So we'll get this. We'll get this going again. And yeah, lost my train of thought there. That was wicked. There are definitely some crazy collisions going on right now here in the early stages of this game. So we'll get him lined up. All right, he's hired up. So we'll go ahead and get this fired up. And we'll get this down to the field it needs to go. And I'm just going to hire a worker on this one. Why aren't you connecting? All right, we're down here on this hoeing contract, and I'm going to go ahead and set this up for an AI worker. And I want to double check, make sure this is actually going to work. And hopefully we didn't just lose $600 for no reason. All right, it is working. Good deal. All right, so we have a spraying contract we need to do, and that is field 64. Field 64. Oh, okay. Yep, that's that real small field here. So we'll head over there and get that taken care of real quick. This is a nice, small, quick field. It'll be one pass down, one pass back, and we're done. So we'll get this hammered out really fast. Make that quick $1,000, whatever it was, and then we'll move on to our baling contract. All right, we're finishing up this little fertilizing contract here. And, it's funny. Hindsight's always 2020. And I'd have been better off if I would have just stuck to my original plan and stuck with the soybeans and sunflowers and just done another year of soybeans on that field instead of going with the spinach, and it would have paid out just fine. I wouldn't be scrambling right now trying to switch over to grass and all the equipment that is going to be required for grass. We're going to have to lease pretty much everything from here on out, at least the rest of this year. And yeah, I definitely made some bad choices for my own farm here. And now we're doing a whole bunch of contracts, just trying to keep our head above water, and it's going to be tough, but worth it in the end, I do believe. So we'll go ahead, get switched over to the baler, and start baling in field 58. 58, we'll go ahead and get this unfolded. And I don't think I accepted that contract. Or completed. Yeah, there we go. Collect. That's the word I'm looking for. Collect. All right, so we have that one collected. That one's $2,500 and it's almost $2,600 and it's $400 to lease that equipment. So we're going to go ahead and borrow those items because it's a round baling contract and all I have is a square baler. But we will go ahead and lease that one. And that keeps us on R3. So we'll fire this up, drop it down, and we'll get this field baled up pretty quick. This is not going to take very long. All right, that contract is completed. So we'll go ahead and collect this one. And we also got that hoeing contract done, so we will collect that one as well. So, what other new contracts do we have here? Ooh, we do have a mowing contract. I don't have a mower yet, but it's $400 to borrow. How much cash do I have? I have 21,000. So, what can we do for a mower? Let's go down here. Not quite enough to buy a mower yet, unless we just buy that. All right, well, we're going to get this one regardless. It's the one that I wanted to go with for mowing my field. So we're going to go ahead and buy this, and we will buy the other part, the back half here, whenever we get the money for it. So I'm now at negative $2. Perfect. So I will run this over here, get that other tractor and baler picked up, and we'll get that baling contract done really quick here. That way we can have some more money. And my worker in my field can finish planting once we get this contract done. All right, we're going to field 14, which is way up north. All right, I will head up there and get this done. We're up here on field 14. Oop. Get this fired up, get it dropped down, and we'll hammer this field out really quick. Make our, I don't know, somewhere around 2,000, 1,900 bucks, somewhere in there, and keep going. All right, finishing up this baling contract here. Get this done, get back in my lease tractor that's in my field, and get the rest of that grass planted here. All right, that is it. So we'll go up here to contracts and collect. All right, while we're in here, yep, I will go ahead and accept that mowing contract. And I got a couple spraying contracts that need to be herbicides. So I will go ahead and accept one of those too. All right, we'll get him going. Get back in my tractor. While we're over here, I'll just go ahead and pick up the mower so we can get the that mowing contract finished out here. Run my baler back home. What? What just happened? I just lost 5 grand. Um, yeah. Okay, I need to figure out what's going on here. I got a lot of contracts I need to do apparently because I'm out of money. We're down here at field 92. We'll go ahead and get this mower unfolded. Get our steering assist set up here. And we'll get this mowing contract hammered out. Fire it up, drop it down, and get this done as quickly as we can. I'm $4,300 in the hole. I'm not entirely sure where that came from, but I do have that lime spreader that's worth a pretty good chunk of change. And I think I'm just going to go ahead and get it sold off here. That way I have some operating money and can get a few things done. So that is my plan for now. Get this contract finished, get that piece of equipment sold, maybe sell some other things off if I need to, and we'll go from there. Okay, we're finishing up this mowing contract here, and that is finished. So we'll go ahead and collect that one. And now we have our herbicide spraying contract left, and I'm going to need to finish planting my own field here. So we'll head back to the home place and start getting some things finished up here. Okay, we got 2 herbicide contracts we need to get filled out here. One on field 62 and one on field 89. So we'll take a look at the map. 89 is to the south and 62 is to the north. So I think we'll go ahead and do the big one first since we're full. And then we can do the small one after. We can come back through and fill up if we need. So I will run down here to field 89 and get this taken care of. All right, we got those last 2 herbicide contracts finished out, and I think we're going to go ahead and call this one an episode. So if you like what you're seeing, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. And we have a lot of work ahead of us. We got a lot of equipment to buy, so make sure you keep an eye out for the next episode. See y'all later.